Punish.
Hello and welcome to the final podcast, the last podcast you will ever listen to. We are the creators of the Spooky Pit, the innovators of the Passion Bump, and we take you down the darkest rabbit holes of all things horror.
Welcome, spooky bitches. We review horror movies and fuck them with comedy. We're your final bros, Brian Hopway LaGrasta and Shane Beat You Off Smith. And we're joined today, as always, by our Scream Queen and producer, Jen, and special guest, happy to have him on. He was one of our original supporters from Two Guys, One Necronomicon,
yes.
right in the beginning. Yep. We're really happy to have you, Nick, in studio for the first time and hopefully many more. It is an absolute pleasure and honor.
Oh, are you kidding me, guys? The honor and pleasure is mine. I was telling Jen when you stepped out before that it's like someone took our high school conversations and just decided to produce them and put them out on podcasts, which is part horrifying but part amazing, and I'm so happy to be here. So thank you for having me.
No,
happy to have you.
I am so happy. Honestly, you're probably, to be honest, my favorite guest I've ever had on. I'll tell you why.
No, come on.
The reason why I'm saying that.
Why?
Is because when we originally started, you were the first person to actually reach out to us
yes.
on our social media platforms. So, yeah, that means a lot to us, especially to me. So I really appreciate
100%. That. And what I really appreciate is what you just said, that this reminds you of the conversations that we used to have in high school, because that's what me and Brian always want to make this sound like. Just the conversations you would have as a kid, like talking about these like horror movies and stuff like
lunch
that.
Table.
Exactly.
Yeah, 10th grade lunch table, which we all sat at and talked about these movies.
Exactly.
Hey, you were nail on the head. That's what it is every week. Truly.
Love it.
Thank you. That's what we want to go for. And Brian's right. You were one of the first people to reach out to us and say you love listening, and like that means a lot to us.
And
it does.
I'm glad you guys gave me a great one to talk about. For this.
Of course.
It's Christmas time.
It's what we like to do. We
holiday season.
We give our guests a list of our movies coming up and said, choose the one you're interested in. And this is a good one, because if we haven't said already, Christmas is coming up in 5 days, and we are now reviewing Silent Night, Deadly Night, a classic 80s Christmas horror movie.
It really is. And we were just talking about before we started recording, there's not a lot in this Christmas space of horror movies. At least there's not a lot of iconic Christmas movies. So this one has got to be like a cult classic, almost like should be on everybody's watching list. Whether you like it or not, whether it's cheesy or not, that is definitely the point anyway. I definitely think that even if you don't like it, it's enjoyable. You will find enjoyment out of watching this horror movie.
I agree. Like you say, if you love an 80s cheesy horror movie, this is perfect. And if you love the holidays, this is perfect. We struggle sometimes to find Christmas-themed horror movies because there's not many good ones. This one truly is Christmas because the main plot is like Santa Claus.
Correct.
So it's a really good one.
Captures the Christmas spirit, and honestly, this movie it's very cheesy, very cheesy. It's very strongly corny, but I'll tell you what, it's not a bad movie.
No.
Not at all.
No,
I had a great time watching it.
It's really interesting, actually. I really like the concept of it.
I forgot that. No, I'm gonna sound terrible, but Horror Movie Reviews is a podcast I used to listen to a long time ago. I still don't know if those guys do it. They probably do. I haven't listened to it in over a year. But when they reviewed this movie way back, they actually gave this movie like a 9 out of 10, like a really high score, because of how they enjoyed the cheesiness of it. And not only that, the plot kind of psychologically, I know over-exaggerated, sort of blends well. It makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
So
it shows trauma for a kid very well for a crappy 80s horror movie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know we all are actually very eager to talk about it. So, Brian.
Turn on nice, you asshole. Come on.
Yeah, let's jump into the spooky pit, bud.
Merry Christmas. Okay, Billy, he's a young boy. His parents are getting killed by a Santa thug, unfortunately. And, Santa is taught to him as this guy that just not so jolly. He punishes people. So now Billy's 18 years old, and he's out for blood because he's become Santa himself.
Mm-hmm.
Silent Night, Deadly Night was released in 1984. It's a horror thriller directed by Charles Sellier Jr. And it stars the likes of Lillian Chauvin as Mother Superior, Gilmer McCormick, real Irish one, Sister Margaret, Tony Nero as Pam, Robert Brian Wilson as Billy at age 18, and Britt Leach as Mr. Sims, the toy shop owner.
Yeah. So this movie has a lot of interesting characters. Mother Superior is actually the villain of the movie.
It's crazy how she truly is like Billy, and we'll get to it later, I guess, almost comes off as like an anti-hero in some weird ways because you have Mother Superior being the flat out, just like there's nothing redeeming about her the way they like wrote her. So it's kind of fascinating.
There really isn't.
Is it weird that I think like every old nun is Mother Superior? That's like how I look at
No,
every
it's not, because
old
I even
nun.
feel like this actress, if you look up her IMDb, I feel like she has played Mother Superior in other movies. I honestly feel that way.
She's like in The Devil, so we don't even know about
Oh
it.
my.
She might as well.
She could have been.
She was the priest.
Yeah, oh my God.
Oh my.
Urbane. That's a movie.
Was she in The
Holy
Devil
shit.
Inside?
Oh my God, that piece of shit.
Could have
I
been.
can't wait to review that movie. All right, let's talk about it. So we're going to open up this movie on Christmas Eve of 1971. We see a family of 4 driving their car, and they're going to the place you always go on Christmas Eve, the Utah Mental Facility.
It's one of my favorite places. I was telling Shane, like, if I want to go anywhere to vacation, it's the Utah Mental Facility out there in Mormon County.
So they both call this man Dad. So I couldn't figure
It is.
out.
Took a second.
It says.
It's his
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the mom also had called him Dad. So that's why I was confused. Okay. So the dad's dad is who they are going to visit here. And he is a guy who just doesn't speak.
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts about this particular scene. Yeah, Grandpa doesn't speak. He has degraded mentally. 'Tis why he's in the facility, not 'tis the season. And when they leave Billy alone with Grandpa, Grandpa starts moving and speaking.
Yes. And Grandpa just takes Billy and he's like, "You believe in Santa Claus?"
First of all, this is the funniest guy in the entire movie.
That's an amazing.
Right.
That sounds exactly the way he sounded too.
Yeah,
It's very
He's
impressive.
like, "You naughty Billy!" Yeah, when he just goes into it so wildly. He's like, "You know what he does to naughty boys, Billy?"
Oh my God.
And yeah, he just goes on this whole tirade of how Santa Claus isn't actually he gives toys to good kids, but he really gets off on punishing the naughty kids.
If you're naughty, and I know you're naughty, Billy, you're naughty. You're gonna get it this year, naughty boy.
Because Billy's a very honest kid. He's like, I haven't been good all the time.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
I feel
Big
so
mistake.
bad for him throughout like this whole movie. Like he did a good job. Like the actor playing Billy, like in all ages, did a very good job. And honestly, the first kid to play Billy was super cute.
Yeah, he's a cute little kid. It's funny the transition of him because he's like this fossil when the whole family's there. He's literally the sitting fossil of stone. Just doesn't move in his chair. The family leaves, and he just animates to this wild grandfather who just starts spitting.
He reminded me of the grandfather in Troll 2
Oh my God, Shane, what a reference.
that tells the kid about the trolls that live in Nimrod, which is or the goblin spelled backwards.
Yep, I remember. That is also on the bottom 100. That is a shitty movie.
Oh yeah, Troll.
We all know that Harry Potter stole from Troll 1. We all
They
know
did.
that-
We talked about that on the podcast before. But yeah, Troll 2, it just the only reference I wanted to make is that there's grandpas in each that like give this like horrible information. It kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah. Once the family comes back in,
He's back to stone.
moves his face real quick, and he's back to Stone Man. Yep. So these are my thoughts of this movie. Knowing the way this movie plays out, do you think that Grandpa really has this conversation?
That's interesting because I was trying to figure out if they were gonna go back at any point and see if there was a reason why he did this, or if there was something happened to him and he was kind of like putting that trauma onto Billy, or in trying to warn him, or if it's literally just he's mentally degraded so much that that's kind of where his brain went. But that's an interesting theory.
I truly, watching this movie over again, and I don't know if this is just me and not director interpretation, I think he like visualized this is in his head.
But
I don't
it
think
doesn't actually happen.
Yeah, which would mean that like he's always psychologically worried that Santa punishes. I think I'm wrong. I'm gonna be honest. I hate to like second guess myself, but the way like the plot is that grandfather tells him this story, and this is what scares him moving forward. But like really thinking about it, he's psychologically damaged. I don't think he would have this conversation. Like, I had a hard time like fitting that, but
Yeah, maybe like the grandpa is just a crazy old dude who just loves tormenting children.
it's just like how he came alive when the family left was like unreal. But I do believe I'm wrong because I think the way the plot is structured is that he tells him the story. So in any case, Billy receives this information and it scares him on the drive back for sure because he tells his mom about it, and his mom's like, actually kind of believes Billy. She's like, oh, why would he lie? Why would he lie?
Well, because it's a very outlandish story. Like,
And can we talk about, is the mom hot? What are we going with?
Of course, we're
She has
to go
nice
there.
tits.
She does. Is she pretty? I can't tell.
I'm gonna say the mom's hot.
Yeah, this is a good 80s looking
she's
80s
a
mom.
MILF.
Right?
Classic 80s attractive blonde
Is
woman.
Jimmy
Yes.
a hot 80s dad?
He could be.
He's kind of a hot dad.
Little
For
bit.
that time period, I'm gonna say yes.
There you go.
Yeah, that's fair. Got to keep the time period in context.
You always. Well, so Brian always had a thing about 80s asses.
They're not structured correctly. The hips are not right.
They didn't work their butts.
No.
They're
It
just
was,
very.
it was very cardio focused.
They're very.
Yes.
They're very long.
A lot of aerobics? Is that the word I want?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
aerobics.
Yes, accurate.
All right. So they have this conversation in the car. We're gonna cut real quick to a convenience store. And a Santa Claus is in the convenience store, and he's just probably buying a stick of gum or something.
There's like already like an off feeling between the clerk and
Santa?
Santa. Santa gets rubbed the wrong. He's gonna do his mission regardless.
Yeah.
But he definitely rubs him off the wrong way right away because he just doesn't want to see another Santa, just because of the holidays. It's make him fat.
Yeah, yeah.
Forget he actually does reference that specifically.
Yeah, I'm
that's
like-
the reason why he's not happy
Well,
seeing
that is-
Santa walk in.
That's a very weird reason not to like a Santa Claus, but whatever.
But the Santa Claus pulls out a gun to rob the clerk. The clerk, I believe he tries to get his own gun, so Santa shoots him 3 times.
Yeah, the thing is, he shoots him. He falls down. He reaches for the gun to shoot him again, shoots him in the head. And did you guys pay attention to the way this man dies? How he just like turns his head and like sticks his tongue out.
I didn't actually catch the
I
tongue.
didn't catch
Now that I
the
think about
tongue
it.
either.
It is fucking wild. He's just like,
I have to go
I
back
know-
and watch this now.
I know it's not a visual podcast. No one can see what I'm doing, but like the tongue is out.
It's a great visual podcast.
Yeah, it's wild. He looks like my derpy cat when I used to have Tio.
Oh, Tio, the tongue was always out.
Yeah, so that's what it reminded me of. The tongue's just out,
Cute.
and it's very fast, and it's very like very fake death.
I,
But
got,
it's,
I gotta go back and watch that now.
yeah,
I think he stole like $33.
$31.
Yeah,
31. I was off by
always
$2. Okay. And then he just drives off. And then the parents, we cut back to them, and they see this Santa pulled off to the side of the road, like trying to wave them down because it looks like his car is broken down.
Yeah, I guess I'd stop.
Can the-
But he's
can
in the
the-
middle of the
that's the
road.
question,
He's
right?
blocking
Yeah,
them.
stop.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Right, it's true.
Look, there's a thing, like if someone's actually by their car and it looks like they need help, the
wave
fact that
man?
this man, the fact that this man is actually standing in the middle of the road, that's like a red flag.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's like very clear. I feel like it's already off-putting that he's dressed as Santa.
Yeah.
Because I think the mom makes her and she's like, oh, he's probably going to a party or something. And Dad's like, I don't know. But then they do it anyway. And as we see, that was a very bad decision.
this is all Billy needs to see this guy because he's already tormented by the idea of Santa.
That too.
punishing
That's
naughty
the thing
kids.
too. Like between all the adults, like constantly trying to force Santa down so when he clearly is like not happy with it. It's like rather than just kind of
Like,
let him.
why don't you be normal?
Right, exactly, and that it just ends up making his trauma so much worse than it probably could have been if it was just Grandpa telling him about Santa.
100%. Especially because we're going to see what Santa does to his parents. So they like are pulling off to the side to help him, and Santa just unloads on the car.
Yeah, it shoots within the windshield.
Doesn't
a bunch of times.
even like try. Like it's just like I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, so Santa then goes to the car door, pulls it open. Billy's dad falls out. Billy is already run and hid into the bushes.
He's dove for the bushes.
Can I just make a call out about the dad falling out of the car? Because, you know, we'll see later on, like, he has flashbacks, references to it. This is one of those things where I feel like just by the limitations of, like, the budget they must have, or, like, the things that they could do when filming, whenever they reference that scene, if you look close, you see him clearly catching himself when he falls out of the car. And it's like, if that made the final cut, whatever, but I just think it's funny they keep referencing that scene, and you see him explicitly, like, putting his arm down to catch himself and then just, like...
And
flailing out.
and just to paint the full picture here, it's not like, oh, he was just maybe shot in the chest and maybe was alive for a brief second. Man has a bullet hole in his head. So dead center. Great shot also by Santa.
The mother's not shot, but she doesn't run. She stays in the car. You think it's because of the infant? Like,
Probably because of the child, yeah.
okay.
So Santa just drags the mother out of the car, and
He really didn't have to kill any of them.
no, this is all so unnecessary. I don't know if anyone else noticed this in this movie. Maybe I'm just weird. Not a single woman in this movie wears a bra.
That's
Oh,
because
wow.
of the time.
Valid point.
That's definitely the time.
There's 3 women that go shirtless at a point in this movie, and none of them had a bra on.
Yeah.
And maybe
call
I'm
out.
weird for noticing that, but I did.
So in
Can't fault you for that.
Yeah.
in Halloween, I'm pretty sure none of them wore bras either.
So did they not exist till the 90s? I mean, I was born in the 90s,
They,
so
called her
I,
braless Jamie Lee for years.
I mean, they kind of did, but like not for like the younger generation. I feel like the younger generation, like back then, never wore them.
yeah, but the mom was 40. Probably, anyway. I don't know. Her actually,
Bold assumption, Shane.
Yeah.
No,
Hot
But-
40.
I mean, I don't know. Like if you look at photos of like our grandparents' yearbook photos, you're like, why does everyone look like a grown fucking
Yeah,
adult?
it's true. We all look like
That's
children.
true.
Parents
We
on
So
our
I
very
feel like
good
they
point.
might have been younger, like married young.
My parents' yearbook is fucking scary.
Yeah, everyone's like 18 and looks like a fucking like 30-year-old.
Grown ass man.
The hair
Yeah.
is fucking wild.
What year did they graduate? Give or take 70.
Late 70s.
So mustaches just
Yeah.
everywhere, like thick porn stashes everywhere.
Oh my
The
God.
70s and 80s need to go to jail.
Yeah, I think that 76 or 77 was the year they graduated. Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wild. But yeah, so Santa's gonna take.
So yeah, no one wears a bra.
Yeah.
Santa's gonna.
And you're gonna know about it.
Gonna start harassing everyone.
Yeah, this is wild.
So,
So, like,
because Santa's on top of the mother now and ripping her shirt off.
here's another thing I don't get. Like, I don't know. They were trying to do something. He rips her shirt off, and then slits her throat almost immediately.
It's almost like he couldn't make up his mind what he wanted to do.
Yeah,
Like Jen said, there was zero reason anyone had to die. No reason
Yeah.
whatsoever. They were
No-
hardly fighting back.
no
Like,
reason. But like, I know this is gonna be like kind of sick, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Like, he didn't even rape her. He just slices her. Like, honestly, like
Just leave her shirt on.
It's a
Yes.
it's a degrading thing like that. That's like something they do where like after some girls are killed and then they just like pull their shirt or something up. It's just degrading.
let me just see your tits. Okay, now you're dead.
Yeah, I guess because we're looking at it as a normal, rational
Yeah.
viewpoint and not a crazed Santa. But yeah, it's wild. And the kid in the back, Ricky, is the baby, we'll learn, is just crying the entire time. It's actually very unsettling, this scene.
And Billy's taking everything in.
Yeah,
Absorbing
Billy's
it like a
watching all of this. And then we cut to December 1974.
That is correct.
3
So
years later.
3 years later, at an orphanage.
Yes, is a Catholic orphanage, I guess it's
Yeah.
supposed to be,
Yeah.
because
St.
there's
Mary's.
nuns everywhere. We see Mother Superior, who, as we said earlier, is the villain of the movie, not the rapist Santa or Billy.
Yeah.
I
And
mean, the rapist Santa kind of, but
Well, he is a villain,
We don't
but-
know. We don't know if he ever gets caught.
That's true.
That's true. They don't actually ever
They
mention
never
him
touch him on
again.
him again. He just goes away.
yeah, they don't. Catholic schools, I've heard, have changed over time,
We can hope.
Yes.
but I can confirm that they used to do crazy methods of punishment.
Oh yeah, like my grandma was left-handed originally. She like by the time I came around, she was ambidextrous. But they said that the nuns used to smack her hand with a ruler until she
Yeah.
wrote with her right hand.
100%. Like my dad was, because my dad went to a Catholic school, whacked with rulers, yanked by the ear out of class because my dad
Ooh.
was apparently a prankster.
I see where you got it from then.
In school, I wasn't really a prankster, though. You think I was?
Well,
not like
not
a
like
lot.
a
Yeah.
prankster. You
Yeah.
weren't like I didn't look at you and be like, oh, it's
Was he
Ashton
like the
Kutcher
class-
from Punked, but like
You the class clown?
No.
Only to your friends?
I don't know.
Maybe that's what it was, because Brian, you were, you're a funny guy. Like you would
Yeah.
always have like a joke track, and I feel like sometimes it would just like reverberate throughout the entire room. Everyone would hear it when you didn't mean for it to happen.
You may think I'm crazy. I looked at myself as a scholar in high school.
Man, that's a little too far.
I did.
No. To be fair to Brian, he was very smart.
Yeah,
he had
no.
very good grades.
All in honors classes.
I low key.
Scholar.
I had an issue with focus in school. I could never like pay attention in class. It was my problem. So I actually would have to go home and, believe it or not, study. I had to study a lot because I would never retain information in class.
Did you get put on meds too because they thought you had like focusing issues?
I didn't, but I guarantee you I got something. I have to. There's no way. I can't. I just have like problems with focus.
I definitely was put on something because like it did help me focus, and I have no idea what it was. I'm sure my mom will never tell me because she's kind of embarrassed by it. But the only reason they stopped was because my grandma was like, "Oh, Jen's doing this weird thing, like she's twitching a lot, and she has like involuntary twitches. Like when I'm sleeping, like one of my legs will just like twitch all the way to the side for no reason. It's like involuntary muscle spasms. And I was probably on that shit less than a year, and I fucking retained all of that.
Yeah. I think I had something just because I really can't, and even to present day, I just can't focus on things for a long time. So like with movies, I have to watch movies like sometimes like more than once.
Yeah, makes sense.
But it's very strange because I retain faces, names, and important event dates and details very vividly long term.
I retain faces and not names.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, we know.
Like I mentioned, I work in recruiting.
This podcast is proof.
Yes.
I have a ton of hires. I remember the face and name of every single person that was entered
That's
into our
amazing.
applicant track.
That is impressive.
Every single person. And we have a growing team of 200 plus, the team I hire for. So
You were literally perfect for the job you're working then.
I just don't forget name. But the thing is, like, short term and focus, the worst. The absolute worst.
Is it one of those things where it's like, it depends on what it is? Like, if you're like really interested in it, you'll like...
Probably.
Because that's how I am. Like, if I have like no interest or lack of interest, I just retain nothing. Like, I could like just nothing at all. But if I'm like really interested in it, I could memorize like the exact dates of things.
Like, name redacted history teacher.
Yeah.
I would never retain his.
We know who that one is.
He just hated. He had it out for me.
And he hated Brian so much, he hated me by association.
True.
He probably would have hated me if I was in apps that day and couldn't form the production crew with you guys.
Oh my God.
That's a real throwback.
Oh,
I'm pretty
classic.
good. I'm pretty good about that.
Classic.
I retain weird fucking information. Like, I can't remember anyone's name for the life of me unless I write it down, which I wrote your girlfriend's name down, so I would remember it. I love her. But I was like, I have to work hard to remember names, like, really badly. But I can tell you so much weird fucking information. Like, I can tell you all about the rabies disease for no reason.
That's interesting. I'd love to talk about rabies.
You never know when you're going to need that information handy.
Yeah, well, I just fucking, for some odd reason, retained this past week the difference between gold-plated and vermeil jewelry. And I was like, I don't know why.
You'll need to know it one day, guaranteed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Most likely. All information comes back eventually.
Hopefully.
Maybe, you never know. Maybe you'll be on Jeopardy one day and they'll ask.
Shane, I can tell you right now, in
That's
Shane's
right.
head, Shane's gearing up for a
Waiting.
transition.
Yeah.
Oh, is
I
he?
can tell he's working on it.
You want to
that
be
how
on
it
Jeopardy.
happens?
He just winged. He's looking up, sinking his teeth. He's ready for a
All right,
transition.
let's hear it.
So we're in class. Yeah, you know me. I got to get us back. If I wasn't here to get us on track, we would actually never get through a movie.
You're not wrong.
That's the method to the madness of the final podcast.
No, it really is. It really is. And the method to our madness is drawing pictures of decapitated Santas and stabbed reindeers.
Yeah, because everyone's putting up their Christmas drawings on the board. Margaret,
Yeah.
sister
Margaret.
Margaret,
Super nice lady.
very nice lady, salt of the earth. He slaps his on the board. Sister Margaret's not pleased with Billy's work. It's a little weird, a little off.
Yeah, it's off-putting. It's off-putting. So she's going to bring him to Mother Superior. And Mother Superior is like, Billy needs help. Like, a lot of help. And it's clear what kind of help Billy needs.
Yeah, so the thing about the Catholic Church is you cannot, once you join a convent, you become a nun, you can't make anymore. You can't have sex. Can't get off. But what she gets off on...
We're not talking about you, Brian. Come
I
on.
know. She gets off on discipline.
Yeah. So it's actually which is a reoccurring thing with nuns.
They love punishment techniques.
Because the devils, right?
Yes.
The one nun gets off on the punishment.
Have you ever seen that crazy movie?
No, but I listen to you guys talk about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I have not watched it, though.
It's like a really hard movie to find. I'm sure it's banned somewhere. It is
Probably.
It is fucked up.
Sounded gruesome.
It was.
It's just like bizarre. It is a true story to some degree.
Yes, it is.
Jeez.
It's wild.
I think that's what makes this one so crazy too. Is like we've been saying, the kind of trauma he goes through, the way it happens. This is something you could see legitimately happening.
Oh,
like
sure.
like a kid who just has no shot going through that kind of trauma, and then later on we'll see showing it basically.
Yeah.
It's wild. So right now, Billy's punishment is that he has to sit in his room and he's not allowed to go outside with the other kids to play. But Mother Margaret goes up to him and she's like, just go outside. You'll be fine. Billy leaves his room, but he stumbles upon a secret door. And he looks through the keyhole of this secret door. And so this is my question.
Sure.
Because I just wasn't sure.
I don't think it was a secret door.
It's not a secret door.
I was like, it was like,
It's just a door out there.
what door are you thinking of?
It's but I do have an actual question. Is it 2 kids at the orphanage having sex?
No, I think it's.
I just wasn't sure.
It was never explicitly stated,
No.
but Brian, what do you think?
It can't be. They were grown people. They were.
And that's what I thought too. But isn't it just
But
kids
then
and nuns
they
here?
also kind of look like the young kids, like where Billy works, like at that age. So I feel like they could have been like 18.
It could be. My guess would
Because the nun walks in and beats them.
Beat the hell out of them.
I think it's either like maybe older orphan or younger priest and nun. Like it cannot.
I thought it was older orphans personally.
More plausible, but it can't be a young kid. They were fully grown mammals.
But that's what. Yeah. So we're
She
assuming
was definitely going through puberty.
it's like 16-year-old kids though. That's what it's a fucked up scene overall. So okay. So we established, and Billy's watching this through the door. And then Mother Superior stumbles upon this whole thing going on, and she's like, she burst in. She starts beating them, saying people need to be punished for this, which is where Billy starts hearing punish.
I think she actually, she does say punish. She actually uses the words, "You devils."
Yes. Wild. So then Billy does finally go outside.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well at that point.
So Mother Superior finds Billy outside, and she's like, what those 2 people were doing was very naughty.
Do you know what those people were doing? He's like, no.
if I say anything else, I will get hurt.
When you do something naughty, you always get caught, and you always get punished.
Yeah, punishment is good.
Yeah, punishment is great. Love punishment. She then makes him go back to the room to receive punishment, where she beats the shit out of his ass.
Yeah, literally.
Your ass ever get wiped like that?
No.
Like that is
No, different level.
whipping.
Like through the pants.
That
like,
shit is-
She really gave him one.
That shit is clean. Rough.
Yeah. This kid has had the roughest life. He has a creepy grandpa. His parents were murdered in front of him, and now he's just getting his ass beat by a nun.
I'm old school with the philosophy. I think that like every person should get their ass kicked once in their life.
Okay.
Every person should be humbled at some point, but not repetitively humbled.
No, just the
And
one
not-
time to let you know sometimes you can't cross boundaries.
Sometimes you can't be a shit.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. Like you can't be an asshole your whole life. Like you need to be humbled once. Maybe not a beating, but you need to be humbled at some point.
That's fair, but with this one in particular, Billy is like limping after.
Oh, yeah, no,
like, after
this is
that thing.
excessive.
He limps to the bed.
Yeah, I'm not saying like psychologically and physically destroy the person. You know?
Right,
Well,
like a little smack. upside
This
the
isn't
head.
even
Yeah.
the worst part. The worst part is when it's coming up.
Oh, sure.
Oh my god. I felt so bad. Like it wasn't the point in the movie where scary shit was happening. I just felt bad for this child. I was like, this poor fucking child.
Yeah, it's evil.
It really was. The other nun felt so bad for him too, and I was like, damn, this is a little hard to watch.
Oh, yeah, because we'll go right into it. We cut to nighttime, and Billy's having a nightmare. He wakes up from this nightmare, and then he starts wandering the halls, and Mother Superior catches him and just ties him to the bed
This is wild.
as he's violently trying to get out and begging. I mean,
Yeah, this is
begging
sick.
to not do this. And Sister Margaret just has to watch as this is
Can't
taking
do
place.
anything. What you
And
gonna do?
you just you feel so bad. You almost feel like you understand why Billy does what he does eventually.
Yeah, she fucked him up. Like, well, obviously what he saw fucked him up, but her instigating like
Yes.
the fact that like punishment is good, like all these things like in a young boy's head is just not a good time because I forget the science behind it neurologically, but you're gonna pick up these habits. And for him in his state, he just converts that to like, okay, well, this is maybe what's supposed to happen.
And that just like, I feel like for a young boy, that would be like anyone that doesn't do what I want needs to be punished. And that just creates like such an abusive environment.
And don't get me wrong.
I mean, clearly it created an abusive environment because his result for punishment was just killing everyone.
and like punishment can be really fucking hot in some respects. Like a good punishment, just getting punished.
Right.
Maybe not for the young boys, but maybe for a slightly older boy.
That's very possible.
Yeah.
Do
Young
you have a
man?
specific young man in mind as you're saying this, Brian?
Just a nice young 18, maybe.
Speaking of punishment, Billy's punishment is over. So the next day, he's able to go downstairs and open presents with the other boys and girls. The problem is he's technically getting punished another time because Mother Superior says this is the year Billy sits on Santa's lap,
Yeah.
which is actually the worst punishment he receives because they know his parents were murdered by Santa.
And Margaret like always points out like, bad idea. Do you not know what this boy's went through? But she's kind of consistent. Like, he's changed.
Yeah.
He's going to be fine. Thing is, scene transition, literally in a second, he literally flings a fist at the Santa.
And it's not just like a little smack. Like, he becomes Mike Tyson for a second. I mean, he knocks the Santa like on his ass.
And
It
it
was
grown
insane.
ass-
Deck Santa.
Grown-ass man cracks him off his seat.
Yeah, like I went from feeling really bad to actually laughing at how crazy it was, how strong this kid is, and how it like comes up in later scenes
Yeah.
how built and strong
Oh,
he
Like,
is.
becomes a fucking hulking man.
But then thinking about like the punishment he got for that is so sad.
I know.
Like he probably got fucking wrecked for that.
yeah, they don't show it, but yeah.
We actually cut to years later where Billy is, I believe he's 18 or
18-year-old.
16 at this point.
18.
He is 18. And Sister Margaret is bringing him to Mr. Sims' toy shop where Billy is going to work as a
Stock clerk.
stock clerk.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Stock
wish
and
they
shelves.
warned him. I wish they warned them though. Like, don't do Christmas.
Yeah,
Well, then
Or
that's
maybe like give him off on Christmas.
I actually,
Right, something.
I low key. I'm gonna be honest. I know they had to get him out at 18 because of just like the Christmas time. They couldn't rego it, but they should not have had him work at a toy store.
right, anything else. And I know they make a reference, like Sister Margaret says to Mr. Sims, I can't get him a job anywhere else, but really there wasn't even like a supermarket where at least Christmas isn't
Yes.
going to be so heavy.
Yeah.
Like, it's just going to be some bells here and there,
Like,
some
get him,
garland,
like, you know.
do a stock job there. That has to be the toy store.
Work at McDonald's.
Right.
Honestly, be a receptionist at a lawyer firm.
Could you imagine Billy being a receptionist, though? Just like this hulking human being.
I'm just
behind the desk,
saying.
like, not
Intimidating.
Or let me give you another one. Work as a waiter in an Indian restaurant.
very specific.
Work as
Yes.
a waiter anywhere else.
Do you see where I'm going with this? No?
No.
I will continue.
Work as a waiter literally anywhere else. Work as a waiter somewhere that doesn't celebrate Christmas. Work at a Jewish.
taxi driver. I'm trying to think.
Why don't work at a deli? They're
Oh,
Jewish.
so you're going for the jobs where you're not going to like have. It's going to be no Christmas, basically. You're not going to have to
What,
run into
you
that
could-
risk.
Be a shyster.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to lay it on thick.
Redact it.
You could
Please.
literally work at a deli owned by a Jewish guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Like,
Work in a bagel shop.
there you go.
I get what you are saying now,
Yes, thank you.
but I am going to say this. Billy does a great job at the toy store until Christmas time, which they specifically mention.
I mean, he's in the back. He's just stocking, which doesn't technically have a bunch of Christmas in the back.
Shane, are you the kind of guy that puts your dick in a bagel?
I've never once done that. I can actually say that.
I just went for something. Thought he might have done it, Jen.
I mean,
You're trying to
ass.
trap
I
me?
mean,
Is that
you-
what's happening?
you
Is this
haven't-
entrapment?
I mean, I'm more concerned that you haven't done that.
Yeah, me too,
Oh,
actually.
Okay, that's a take. By the way, we're gonna meet Billy's coworker.
Stick
His
your dick
name
in a bagel.
is Randy.
Andy.
Andy. I added an R.
Stick your dick in a bagel.
I'm good. I'm very good.
He's like a Mr. Potato Head kind of guy because you just fit like a weird Brillo pad on his head.
He creeped me out first
Oh,
time.
yeah, he's a big creep.
He's a stock manager, right? That's all I
Yeah,
got.
He just sits in the desk. He watches Billy do all the hard work, basically.
yeah, and then he complains to Billy.
Yeah.
It-
Then he threatens his job.
and then Billy sees Santa Claus and has his Nom flashbacks.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
Which happens a lot.
I felt so bad for him the whole movie because I was like, this is actually like, it's a horror movie, but it's real trauma.
This movie actually does something that I like, though. In the flashback, they show additional footage that's not originally shown in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Like they show different angles of how he like does the killing of his mom.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
They show additional footage, which I thought was pretty cool because I like how movies do that. It's just not going to be the same take over and over.
yeah.
You know, they did a good, I feel like this movie, just all around, they did a very good job.
Yeah, I agree.
Meanwhile,
I
the
think so, too.
flashbacks at the end of Blood Rain, it's just the movie
Yeah.
played over again.
The
It's
entire
like there's a
movie.
very different style. This movie,
Let's play catch up. In case you forgot what happened 5 minutes ago.
literally.
So Billy also starts to have flashes of like the couple having sex that he saw earlier in the movie. He has a flash of that. Then like Billy sees himself like stabbing them, and he wakes up from like that dream, and he like sits in the corner, and he's like, "Don't punish me, don't punish me." So he's
Yeah.
like he's really going through it right now.
He's like shaking the girl like back and forth. He's like, "You're naughty, you're naughty." She's like, "Get off me!" She's like, "You're naughty." He's like holding her in
I
place.
love that the mom is just like, oh my God, he's such a good Santa.
And Mr. Sims is like, he's so good with the kids.
He's doing such a good job. He's such
Yeah.
a good Santa.
Oh yeah, that's what's coming up because Mr. Sims finds out his Santa is like has broke his
yeah.
leg. They make Billy be Santa.
Yeah.
Billy, like, you actually see a broken man
Yeah.
when he is in the Santa suit. And then, like you said, he's with the first kid
Yeah.
who he goes on his naughty rant. We'll
Yeah.
call it the naughty rant.
Yeah, and then eventually he lets the girl go, and she like runs back to her mom like right away. And is it around this time that Andy gets a call
from Sister Margaret.
Sister
This is
Margaret?
the exact scene. Yeah. She calls in to check on Billy, and she finds out he's playing Santa, and she's like, that's not good.
She actually just like literally hangs up the phone immediately.
She's like, I literally can't fucking believe this.
Here's my problem with this. This is gonna come later. She doesn't arrive there until nighttime.
I know. I feel like she was working because she has to watch all the kids, and I was
Yep.
like, oh, this is
You want to make
unfortunate.
excuses. She's like the one like slightly redeemable character. You want to make excuses for her for that like lapse with. I agree with that.
And she technically is like running the place and watching.
Right,
the
because
kids.
Mother
You're
Superior is
absolutely
just
right.
a figurehead. at this
She's,
point.
yeah.
So I thought that too. I was like, why didn't you literally just
She's
leave?
probably working,
But if
yes.
she literally has to watch like a dozen or more
True.
kids,
Really good point.
Totally good point. And it's also Christmas time, so like it gets darker faster.
yeah,
Totally.
which is really unfortunate
totally
that their
makes sense.
Santa Claus is deaf.
So, since she's not there, it is actually 7 o'clock, which means
Party
it's time to
time!
get shit
Hey,
I love
grab
that
the
line.
eggnog.
Mr. Sims is like, you're all under 21. Let's do it.
And they don't really look. He doesn't really care what happens in a shop, to be very honest.
No, Mr. Sims is just out here pouring bourbon into glasses and just taking shots with Billy.
And fucking Helen.
Helen, and
You don't even see the hot clerk, hot blonde clerk. Where did she go?
she's gone. She actually just left.
yeah.
She's like, I'm not sticking around. for
She's
this.
out of here.
Smart.
They did have so many more like workers
Yeah.
prior to that.
They probably just didn't stay for the party.
No.
Or like, I think it was really late by the time this happened.
No, it was
That's
only 7 o'clock.
No,
Which means
that-
later on.
Oh,
like,
Yeah,
okay,
no,
okay,
I'm,
okay.
I'm
Going
referring to like way later is
Yeah.
when he starts going on his rampage. Like they've
Oh,
been
yeah, yeah.
drinking a while.
So Andy and what is the girl's name?
Pamela.
Pamela. Yes, they sneak off into the back. They, have a little smooch in the back room.
He's clearly 18. They give everybody alcohol, right? It was funny because in the beginning, I remember like Andy's like drinking or something, and he wants to give him a drink,
Yeah.
and he's like drinking milk.
Yes, Billy's like, yo, here's my carton of milk during the 80s montage
Yeah,
with the song
the
playing in the background. No dialogue.
I love that montage. Just him stocking shelves. So great.
Yeah, so Billy's then gonna sneak his way into the back, and that's when he sees Andy getting really aggressive with Pamela, which you
Even
know,
like when he like shoves his tongue down her throat and starts grabbing her tits and shit.
yeah, it's the 80s. So if a girl says no, you just rip her shirt off.
Yep.
The 80s were a different time. Jen is completely right about that.
Yeah. It really was. Because remember in all those 80 movies we watched that from back in the day, that they just take their shirts off and there's no bra.
Yeah, you get.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
insane.
He rips her shirt off, and once again, it's another character with no bra. It's just something I've noticed.
Yeah, and I was like, why in every movie does some guy have to be rapey? Like,
Two things in the 80s.
It's
he
the
couldn't-
80s.
He
Yeah.
couldn't just be jealous.
But that's what's so weird.
Gotta be
It's
rapey.
the 80s makes it like, just be aggressive. It'll work eventually.
Yeah, so they'll do what you want. It's fine.
Bang and hang. You kill Russians. Two things in the 80s.
Yeah, no, you're right. The 80s were sick.
They definitely got the hang part right in the next scene.
God. Billy sees all this. She slaps Andy in the face, thank God. And then he's just like, okay, you hit me, so now that actually, in the court of law, I can rape you
Yeah,
because it's
you-
the
That
80s.
is wrong.
It's law in the 80s.
You hit me, now you owe me.
Yeah, dude, the 80s just, it was a different time period. So Billy's going to have a bunch of flashbacks. Billy has a lot of these flashbacks.
Yep.
And so now we learn that Billy is the strongest man alive
He is a hulking,
It's crazy.
hulking 18-year-old boy.
because
He's literally.
he yells naughty, runs up to Andy, grabs Christmas lights,
Hangs
ties
him-
it around it, but just with one hand.
Yes, one-handed up.
one-handed hang on Andy.
Yeah.
And like it's so tight, it's actually cutting his throat as well because there's like blood starting to
Blood
come
coming
out.
down.
It's like the Christmas lights are razor wire. It's crazy.
I was
Crazy.
actually kind of surprised that he killed her because she wasn't. Because I feel like he should have seen her. A, he liked her. B, I thought he would have seen his mom in her and like want to save her. Like I thought that was a bit of a plot hole or missed opportunity.
So I actually haven't.
This movie
do you
took
have something too, or
I was saying this movie just took a different route. It took like you're becoming what you didn't want. Like you're becoming the Santa. You're becoming the evil.
For sure. I was with Jen on that. I was surprised when he killed her. I thought it was gonna be. I thought originally he was gonna kill Andy. She was gonna react obviously the way she did because she's like, "Oh my God, why would you do that?" Whatever. And then he was gonna be like, "No, I saved you," but it wasn't. And then he would kill her when she wouldn't be happy with him. But he went right to just like, yeah, bye.
And see, this is how I took it. He saves her. She obviously reacts how any normal person would react because
You're crazy. You're sick. You didn't want me to get raped.
Well, no.
Oh,
No. I agree with that. Like he did save her. I think if he had not just hung a man in front of her and just had stopped him,
just give him a Tyson left hook like he did the Santa.
Yeah,
like,
true.
That would have solved everything.
Yes.
maybe fair.
But my thing is, I actually think if she didn't come at him like that, though, he wouldn't have killed her. That's the one part I think.
I think she came out almost a little too much.
Yes, but if she was just like played it more cool, like okay, slowly back away from the situation because clearly this is a unhinged man. But I think because she outwardly was calling him crazy, he took that as naughty. Yeah. And that's why
he mistook crazy for naughty.
Or do we even think that, like, just for him, the act of sex between two consenting adults,
naughty.
He takes that as naughty. So regardless of how she reacted, she was done for.
Which is why he specifically picks out a house later in the movie that has two people.
We all have had sex before. It's naughty. So every time, like, I see sex, I also agree naughty.
Well, like, I was actually.
Do you just scream naughty while you're doing it?
Yes. I'm like, this is naughty.
Brian's just like, punish.
That does make sense. That does make sense because he does want to have sex because earlier he has like a dream of him having sex with her, but because he thinks it's naughty, like he pictures the Santa killing him.
How big of a dick you think Billy has?
Big.
Yeah.
No.
He's a hulking
I just
man.
watched him hang a man with one hand. Yeah.
Like,
this guy's gonna have a throbbing dick, like a real fucking snake.
Oh, I agree though because if any man who can lift someone and hang him with one hand, he's gotta be packing.
And he had some like fucking dreams of it. Like he was trying to lay pipe with this chick.
Yeah. So speaking of this chick Pamela. He's going to tell her that punishment is necessary and then stab her and kill her.
It's not even a stab, dude. This is like a stab and actually a gutting.
Yeah.
He like actually carves her upward.
Yeah. It's brutal.
I was surprised how like for like, you know, we say campy's a horror, how like gory it kind of got. It wasn't like super gory, but
yeah.
I don't know if you guys noticed. Did you all watch this off of Amazon or?
I did Tubi.
Tubi.
Were two versions. I watched the R version.
I watched the uncut version.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I don't know what I watched.
This movie, if you watch the uncut version, you'll notice in certain scenes of death, the camera quality gets really shitty.
Yes.
So that's because the original copy of this movie didn't have those scenes included.
Oh, wow.
So they've never been like remastered. And when they released this uncut version, they just put the shots from the 80s into it.
They're really bad.
Which is why the quality gets like when you see the girl get killed with the deer, it's like literally looks like it's filmed on a potato.
Yeah. But there's other scenes that are like not even non-kill scenes.
Yeah, there's a scene where Mr. Sims is talking where it just goes completely grainy. It's because that scene was not originally in the movie. They re-added it on the R-rated version that got made.
It just, you know, remind me of like when we used to film stuff and we had the two cameras and we'd film one on my regular camera and then another camera angle on my worst camera.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of because my brother's like, what the fuck just happened?
Good
we
times.
watched this together.
Are you still filming Sweet and Somber?
I haven't done an episode. I haven't had the time and it's crazy because I have 2 good episodes on backlog. A lot of footage to splice.
You say this like she doesn't do this all the time.
I edit for Twitch streamers.
Okay.
There you go.
Talk.
Miranda's videos are like 8 hours. What do you mean?
Not that long. Well, there's one that's short that I could probably put out that I'm going to, and there's another one that honestly I'm deciding not to air, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Oh, man.
Yeah. I haven't put out an episode in 3 months.
Yeah, I know.
You know what we are going to put out? Mr. Sims.
I love that
because he's going to come.
That was a good transition.
Thank you. Because he's going to come to the back room and he's going to check because he thought he heard a noise. And Billy just hits him in the head with a hammer. Right? It's a hammer?
Sometimes you just get
Yeah,
hammered.
like but he hits him with like the removal side, like
Yes.
not the actual blunt edge. He hits him with the almost little edge.
He really pierces him.
Bad joke. I really wanted to use the hammer joke because of how drunk he was.
Oh, yeah.
I think it would have been a good joke.
Yeah, no, because he really got hammered that night.
Yes.
Yeah, see, I got you. I'm here.
He wanted to.
I'm the man for that job.
He like
you,
he
buddy.
locked the fucking door and was like, "Let's get wasted."
Then we cut back to, I believe the woman's name was Helen, and she's calling for Mr. Sims. But then all the lights turn off.
Mr. Sims.
But the Christmas lights stay on, so it's a very nice scene. Then Helen goes to the back, and she sees him with the hammer in his head.
Yeah. It's just something you don't want to see on Christmas. Or
No,
near
it's
Christmas time.
ruining Christmas. She's going to run out. She's going to make her great escape. She's going to stop Billy. She's going to have the axe. But Billy's going to have a bow and arrow.
Yeah, again, it's one of those things I feel like there's a small possibility in the 80s you could find a bow and arrow in a toy store in Utah, but
Yes.
it's there, whatever.
Yes.
We have to live with it.
Yes. I felt the same thing. So at first, I'm like, this is a toy store, so they
Right.
probably wouldn't pierce because that thing goes all the way through
Yeah,
her
no,
body.
clean, like it's sitting there.
And then same thing. West,
80s.
toy store, 80s. They probably served some bows back
And it
then.
didn't look like a like it wasn't like a hunter's bow.
No,
it was
no.
just like a piece of wood with
Then-
string.
Yeah.
I also had to add the fact in this equation we're creating that Billy knows how to operate this.
He's a good shot. He
Sure,
literally gets her
spot on.
dead
I didn't
center of the
even
chest.
Think about that. Yeah, he really hits her like spot on.
He does a good job.
He's accurate.
Strong and accurate.
Yeah. Everyone in the toy store is now dead. So Billy is he's going to leave. And this is where the movie kind of just goes scene to scene.
Yeah.
There's no like rhyme or reason for why things are going to happen or why he picks the people he picks or why he goes where he goes. But they're good scenes, so I'm not going to complain too much.
I took a couple of things why. It's Christmas time.
Yeah.
And he's on the lam now.
Okay. So he's going to go to this house. We don't see him there yet. We just see a small little child, and he calls out for a girl named Denise, I believe was her name. And Denise is currently on top of the pool table making out with her boyfriend, as people do back then.
Yeah, for sure. They got play some kinky music. Bang it. They're getting ready to bang. It's sexual.
Hey, no. The little girl's name is Sydney. Tells her to go back to bed. Don't worry about it. I got to finish getting this dick. So
She's like, okay, and walks back upstairs.
yes. So Denise takes off her top. There was no bra. That was the third and final time I will bring that up because this is the third and final time it happens.
Are you okay with this man's body?
I didn't analyze it.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest.
Shane was
Why?
too focused on the fact that again another bra was
It was
not
okay.
there.
I didn't even care about the boobs. It was just bothering me that no one wore one.
Okay.
But
Well,
yeah.
to be fair, they all had exponentially smaller tits.
Yes.
Honestly, it all went downhill after the mom.
Really? I thought the blonde mom, or no, that was a babysitter, wasn't it?
I think
the
Bryce is
third
into
girl-
moms.
She was a babysitter,
I feel
right?
like that's a
Yeah.
common thing. You're into
The
moms.
babysitter was hot. You didn't think the babysitter was hot?
Okay.
80s hot.
80s,
so-
80s hot.
But that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is how she can't do anything because she has to let the cat inside.
That's the thing. She actually
I don't know why she didn't at least put her shirt on.
And
before she went
that
to
was
the
another thing I
fucking
noticed.
door.
She just opens the door.
Yeah,
And
wide
they're,
open.
aren't they in a suburban town?
who the fuck puts their cat outside?
Well, some people have outdoor cats.
Yeah.
Oh, unless it's just strictly an outdoor cat that comes
No,
to the
they-
door.
That's
no,
what
they roam and then they come back inside during the night.
That's a
my
thing?
my
Yeah, no, it
neighbor
is.
does
It
that.
is. Yeah,
I
know.
literally near that.
Yeah.
I have one friend in Michigan that has like a mama cat and 4 babies right now, and they roam outside and they come back in at the end of the day.
They just let them outside and they come. I know
Yeah,
cats.
literally.
I know cats can do that because Tio did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, arguably they're in like a more like not rural? I guess rural.
It's
but not
because they're in
around
Utah.
town?
Well, because I was going to, my
Mi-
example.
Michigan, that they have like a lot of property, so they just let them. But my neighbor does that. She lets her cat like roam around, and arguably the cat just kind of stays within all of our house vicinities. And luckily, I don't have a dog right now, so it doesn't go after it.
Yes.
but it comes back in at the end of the day because
Yeah.
that's who feeds them.
I guess.
That's, no, because
Do I
that's
agree
what I
with
was going to
it?
say.
No, but
Well, no. I guess now that you're saying it, because I remember Tio was kind of like that, and then eventually Tio did run away, which was a scare. You remember that?
Yep. Came
Yeah,
back.
No, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Theo did come back. I forgot. Does the cat even come back inside?
I don't know.
so.
The only thing I know is that she's
the
like you
cat's
said,
already inside. Actually.
opening the door topless.
But Billy runs at her with an axe.
Yep. Out
Just
of the way.
charges the door.
I think he's actually like on the side. He just like punish.
Oh, yeah. And then he storms in. breaks down the door. They have a little scuffle. She hits him with the fire poker.
Does she?
No, the fire poker is the boyfriend.
Boyfriend,
afterwards.
that's right,
I
that's
forget.
right, that's
I think
right.
she just kind of like flails around
And dies.
Yeah, no, he puts her on the moose. He
Yes,
that's right.
yes.
Like,
hangs her.
First,
Yes,
he does,
that's what it was.
He
That's
hangs
what it
her
was.
like a Christmas
first he goes to bury
It's a
the
good death.
hatchet. He throws the
Nice.
axe overhead. It
Yeah.
just misses her.
This is a
of
good
course.
kill. You
Yeah.
feel
Perfect.
these. You feel these. This is a
Ooh.
good kill.
It was hard to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was like hang her like a Christmas ornament.
Yep.
Because it's like a very slow
Yeah.
onto the deer horns.
Yeah, and you see like you don't see it directly, you just see the shadow.
Yeah.
Of like the two horns like piercing,
Yeah.
like piercing her skin and then eventually just popping through.
Yeah.
And her,
Not like in another movie we see later where they're catapulted into that.
oh my god. Yep.
You're right. Because then the guy, I guess he finally realized there was a lot of commotion upstairs. So he comes upstairs.
It's like, what the hell are you doing? I've gotten soft.
And he sees Denise just hanging there. And then he fights Billy. And you're right. He beats him with the fire poker.
He honestly gets a lot of good shots.
No, he
and
does.
He
He does.
actually probably could kill Billy. He doesn't. He actually, when he hits him twice. Once, I think, in the gut or something, and once in the face, knocks him over. And he looks like he's probably knocked out. He probably could have gotten like some good shots in
Yeah, he
there.
should have just finished the job.
Besides-
Always finish the job.
Yeah.
Decides not to, though.
No, he goes to call the police instead, but Billy then gets up, starts to strangle him with the phone cord, says his line, punish, and then he tosses him out of a
Punish.
window. The biggest shard of glass I've
It's
ever
like
seen.
3 feet long.
Yes,
That's insane.
it was bigger than the window pane that he was thrown through.
I don't understand it, but whatever.
It worked.
Yeah.
Because at first, when he throws him out, I was like, all right, obviously he's going to be in horrible shape, but there's a chance he survived. But then when they cut to him outside laying there, I'm like, right, he's like 3 feet of glass in his
Yeah,
stomach.
just like it's there. It's
Yeah.
like, and it's even like extending out further to the right. It's extreme. Then the little girl comes downstairs, and
Great scene. One of my favorite scenes.
it's
in the movie.
actually it's really
It's literally like
I
an
lo-
homage to
Yeah.
Frankenstein. It's
I
kind of
love
crazy.
I love the fucking gift that he gives her.
amazing.
he just pulls out a bloody box.
It's a box cutter. He gives her a box cutter.
I dead ass wish that he had just like gone like kind of Jim Carrey Grinch and was like, run real fast with it.
Yeah, like doesn't he like ask her like is
If
she
she's been
naughty?
good, yeah.
If she's
and he's like,
been naughty,
are
yeah.
you sure? Like he really, because it's almost like he really wants her to say yes,
Yes.
I've been naughty, but she doesn't. She sticks to her guns.
But you know what's super interesting? Like that he just doesn't like register to kill. He's registered to kill everybody,
Right.
but not the little girl. 'Cause
Only
I
if
think
they're naughty,
in
but
the-
because everyone else is doing naughty acts.
yes,
Right.
I was about to mention
Awesome.
that. Like, it's also like a recount maybe to like when he was little, but like also totally like he's seen people do naughty things. Like she came out
Naked.
fucking tits on, and like I guess he made
Tits on, like she had to put them on.
like no, I mean like tit like,
like
Ow,
like if
yeah.
I could take mine off at the end of the day and relieve some weight, I would appreciate
I meant,
that.
like,
But I don't think that's possible.
more or less like it was on, like the heat was on.
Okay,
I see where you're going. You keep going.
we put on our tits at the beginning of the
Like
day.
she put her tits on, and he put his dick on, and the fire was on, and the passion was
Everything
almost
is on. It's all on.
He put his dick on upside down, so now it's just sticking
And
right
he put
up.
her-
That's a real
He
problem.
mounted her on the moose antlers. In any case, he presents her with a switchblade, not a switchblade, sorry, a
Box
cutter
Box cutter. I need a box cutter.
as a gift. They're very helpful, very useful.
They are. I think my dad has one, but I would like personally just like one.
Yeah, they're good to have.
It's like it also I feel like the scene also shows, and it's a little further ahead, but Sister Margaret says at one point there's like a logic to what Billy is doing
Yeah,
almost,
yeah.
and like this scene kind of shows that it in a weird way, like you were saying earlier, right? Like there is something behind it. He's going on just a killing spree, but there in his head at least
It makes
there
sense.
is like valid reasoning behind it. He's not just doing it for fun.
Yeah, he thinks like this is legit what you do. He's seen it. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
he's seen it. Thing also, we didn't mention Sister Margaret had went to the toy store at night, has seen
Oh,
the
yeah,
dead
that's
body,
right.
so she knows. Okay, well now like okay,
She came to check on him anyway.
Yeah.
Which is good.
she's like okay, kind of what I expected when you made him Santa Claus.
You fucking idiots.
Jeez. Yeah, so we're going to cut to a quick scene where we see two cops driving. They see a Santa Claus climbing through a window. They know to look for Santa Claus now. It's all been, said. They run into the house with their guns drawn. Don't even say anything about what's going on. They go into a little girl's room, point guns, and they find out it's just the dad coming to surprise his daughter.
Well,
I'm
honestly,
surprised they didn't just start blasting.
They
Yeah, that's what I
definitely
thought was gonna happen.
100% have probable cause though. The guy literally sets up a ladder and walks
Yeah.
up into
No,
the
for sure. I
fucking
think
room.
like Shane said, it was more like the mom is sitting downstairs, like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And there's two of them. It's not like one is like, "Stay down here." There's someone upstairs. Like they all just go up there,
Yeah,
guns
they-
like out, ready to go.
yeah.
We're like, shoot, Santa.
We then cut out to another scene where two kids are getting ready to start sledding in the middle of the woods when two bullies come and they steal the sleds from the kids. The one bully sleds all the way down the hill to the bottom, and then the second bully is about to sled. He does, and then in the best scene of the entire movie,
Literally.
This fucking bully is amazing. I'm just saying it right now. Whoa, yeah, whoa, whoa, yeah. I can't, bro. He's amazing.
and he gets his head cut off with an axe.
The sharpest axe ever. It's such a clean cut.
Billy jumps out. He doesn't. He barely even swings. He just kind of
What
holds
does
it
he
out.
say? He's like, fucking die. Like, Billy's killing remarks are hilarious.
I know, because it's like in the 80s, you have Freddy making all these really clever like puns and stuff, but then you just have Billy punish.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
straightforward.
It's either punish, naughty, or die.
Day. So the kid is dead.
You ever slid down headless?
Yeah, well, the other kid sees him slide down headless, and then Billy rolls the head to the other kid.
Yeah.
We then cut to Sister Margaret, actually, and she's at the police station, and she's this is when she's telling the police, like, he has a method to his madness. There's a reason. I could help you find Billy. They try to guess what Billy's next move is going to be, and that's when Sister Margaret realizes he's probably going to go to the orphanage.
And this was so refreshing to see, because I feel like so often in these horror movies, cops will just say like to this person that's known them their entire lives, like, no, he's just crazy, blah, blah, whatever. But the cop is actually like, oh, I'm going to listen to you.
Yeah.
So how can we figure this out? It was just kind of refreshing to see like a smart cop actually thinking of, okay, how can we figure this out? Not just,
He's like, Ferguson, we got another crack on Christmas.
right. And he even makes a comment. He's like, he may be crazy or whatever, but he's not stupid. He goes, we've had everyone looking for him, and he has not been caught yet.
Yeah. Yep. Totally.
So they phone into one of the police officers that is by the orphanage to watch out for a man in a Santa Claus outfit going to the orphanage. So then the kids at the orphanage see a Santa Claus coming up to them. This officer drives up. The whole way they explain this scene is kind of gold.
It was really good.
Yeah. The officer gets out. He tells the Santa to freeze. He says, stop where you are. Don't move a muscle. The Santa keeps going. The officer shoots him in the back 3 times. Blood squirts out onto Ricky.
Couldn't just shoot him in the leg.
No.
Terrible aim.
All these orphans already have dead parents, and now Santa has been murdered in front of them. And Ricky is the one that gets all the blood squirted on him.
Yeah, it's interesting. And they
So
said,
sad.
knowing the way this goes, there is a purpose for the Ricky. If you haven't known the series, there is a second movie for him to do this. So I'm happy that they set it up. Like, there'd be no purpose for the brother if not for the fact that there's a sequel. So I'm happy that they set it up that way. But also, it's hard to, like, I'm trying to put myself in the position of the officer in getting that information. Like, it's like one of those things, like, maybe you could probably shoot him in the leg. You have some time.
Or like the shoulder or like anywhere else.
I would agree, though.
Vital organs.
I would agree. Definitely take a shot at him.
Yeah.
Maybe wound him. But yeah, and what happens is, like, he definitely shoots him like how many times? Like 3 times. Kills we found out it's a priest.
Yeah.
Shoots a priest that poses a Santa.
Who then we find out is just like deaf. And that's the reason why it's like, it's like, Shane, you go into it. I feel like you had a good lineup for it.
No, I just wanted to point out, like, they literally, to the T, explain every single thing that, like, they're like, oh, that's old Father O'Brien. He always goes as Santa. He's also deaf. He's also this. And that's all these things are why this man was just murdered. Yeah. So he had no clue. They're like, I was just waiting for them to be like, he's also blind.
He's also blind. He just has this absorption to bullets. Like, he just had no chance.
Like, even if they had fired the bullets in the other direction, they would have went towards O'Brien and hit him. But yeah, so it even makes it worse because this cop has just murdered a priest in front of all these
I
kids.
feel like
In
there's
front of these orphans.
is there a Father O'Brien at every church in America?
Oh,
Probably.
Yeah.
It's a very common, sounds like
Very common white guy name.
It's so fucked up.
O'Brien. How many O'Briens in Boston?
Like 1,000.
Isn't that like an Irish name?
Yeah,
It is.
definitely.
So
I had like an O'Brien as a teacher. Actually, I had
didn't.
2 because both of them were married.
to each other?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Literally.
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
I know. I was like, oh.
Unless there were 2 O'Briens marrying each other.
That would be
Imagine.
what a plot
That'd be
twist.
really funny. They might be related.
So Mother Superior is like has all the kids inside,
And she's hot.
And Mother Superior is like,
In a wheelchair.
She's
Plot
like,
twist.
get me my harmonica. We'll sing a song while the officer who just murdered Santa is like
She
is
makes
surveying the grounds.
and she makes a comment because it's Billy's brother, whose name I don't remember.
Ricky.
And she's like, nothing like his brother. Such a good
true.
kid. I was like, yeah, he was a baby.
Yeah. So now
You're lucky he doesn't fucking remember.
you're right about that. He is going to remember this, though. I've seen the second movie. The officer who is surveying the grounds now sees a door open to a basement. He goes down. He scopes out the basement. Nothing there. Comes back upstairs. Punish and gets hit with an axe and falls down the stairs. I do love that he just constantly shouts punish.
Yeah, punish.
The way he says it. Brian, you do it very well.
You do.
When he puts on the Santa suit, it just transformed him.
Yeah, no, it really did.
It really did.
He's a different person. Billy is now going to go right into the orphanage. He's going to stare down Mother Superior. This is the final showdown, the final countdown.
And the fucking kid lets him in.
Yeah. He takes a kid hostage, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's smart. He uses the Santa suit to his advantage constantly.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they let him in.
And he's going to take a swing at Mother Superior, but he gets shot in the back by the detective. He tells the kids they are safe. Santa Claus is gone. They've now actually seen 2 Santas murdered.
Yep.
They then turn to Ricky, who just looks to the camera deadpan and says, naughty. So we got a new word now.
He's looking at
We've
Mother
gone from punished to naughty.
He's looking at Mother Superior, if
Oh,
you know
that's
what
what he
angle
says?
he's looking
Okay.
at.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a great way to set up a sequel. Like, well done. Well done.
It's a real shame what the sequel turned into.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, I don't know who directed it. If it's the same guy, I'm sure it wasn't. Like, rough.
A majority of the second movie is stock footage of the first movie.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Just like cut in.
Yeah, because isn't it like a retelling from like a...
From Ricky's perspective, and then Ricky goes into detail of how he kills people. There's the scene where Ricky shoves an umbrella through the guy and opens the umbrella. Do you remember that?
I do remember this movie. We watched it because it's really bad.
But this one wasn't.
No, it wasn't. I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not gonna give it a super stellar rating.
Me either.
Same.
Because it's like there's a lot of cheese to it and some things where you kind of question. But like, it's definitely a movie I have watched pretty much every year for the past 3 years. I like it. I do enjoy it.
Yeah, so I'll start us off. I actually am going to give this movie a very generous 6 out of 10. I like it. I enjoy the 80s, cheesy movies. We've reviewed a lot of 80s horror movies now on this podcast. And this is like, it's a staple Christmas horror movie. I would always go and watch this around Christmas. I'm glad we're reviewing it this Christmas. We're definitely going to get to the second one next Christmas because that's going to be a fun talk. But this one, I mean, for like an 80s movie too, there's no acting that I thought was bad. Like, it was weird. It was
this was a stellar movie.
yeah, everyone was like good. Like, the kills were good. Yeah, I mean, it's a movie I'm going to go back to, and I enjoyed it. 6 out of 10.
Yeah, like there's not a lot of good horror Christmas movies. I said like this is honestly probably a top 10 because there's really not a lot. It's cult classic, meaning like I will watch this every year. It's definitely got a cult following. The second one is a real shit show, but like this one sets it up well. It goes through a boy's evolution of like kind of seeing the trauma and then actually delivering punishment to other people. I really like the characters. Like I said, it's just like a really good movie to watch around the holidays. I watched it like the past like 4 years. I'm also going to give it a 6 out of 10 comfortably because I think it's very enjoyable, very entertaining above all the cheesiness. Every character was well-intentioned. There was not a character who you felt like, oh, this person did not need to be in the film, which is
Definitely.
a problem with almost every horror movie we watch. Every character was purposeful. Yeah, just adding on to what you said, Shane, I think it's a really solid watch, especially around the holidays.
I'm going to give this a solid 6 out of 10, mostly because I'm very picky about cheesy horror movies. Sometimes I really, really like them. And sometimes I'm like, it's a good movie. I'm probably not going to go back to it. Like, I don't think I'll go back to this one. But that didn't take away from the fact that I thought it was a really well put together and well written movie. Yeah, everything felt very purposeful. And it was an enjoyable watch, just how smoothly it went. But I don't know. It wasn't like my favorite Christmas horror movie. But yeah, 6 out of 10. I mean, if you guys had it on, like, I wouldn't be disappointed. But I'm personally like not going to go out of my way to turn it on.
I actually think I'd go. I'm going one above, at least for myself. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun to watch. I feel like when you get to like, at least in my head, when I'm trying to think of how like the scoring scale, I feel like 8 is when you get to like very high quality, like artistically well done film. I don't know if this is really that because it does have a lot of that campy horror 80s things, but like everyone has said, every character is very purposeful. The acting isn't over the top. It's very well done. And I like that it doesn't really come off as just a straight slasher. It's a nice blend of slasher, but also like psychological thriller in a way with the way Billy is and how you almost, like we said from the beginning, it's like the one person, Mother Superior, comes off. Like I almost disliked her more than Billy, which is shocking because Billy is literally out here killing people. So it's kind of interesting like that, and I would definitely go back and watch it again. And I haven't seen any of the sequels, but I definitely, even hearing that the second one's a complete shit show, I still definitely want to watch it and see where the franchise took off from here. So
it's definitely a shit show, but it is a fun shit show to watch. Also, believe it's on Tubi. So
nice. All right,
no, it's definitely a watch. And no, for sure. Like I really like how they even set up a sequel. A lot of movies don't. We just reviewed a movie today that definitely didn't set up a sequel, but there was a sequel to it. A lot of movies don't expect one, but they make one anyway. This one clearly outlined there was going to be a sequel from the very beginning, or else there would not have been a Ricky in that car in the very beginning of the movie.
True.
So this movie was very well written, to be honest. Like there is some cheesy music in it, but the flow is really good. Like I said, and this is why I do not like the second It movie. It constantly revisits shit that we've seen. Same footage.
The new one?
Yeah.
The new one.
The second It
I don't
is,
like it.
Ugh.
This movie revisits different footage, but from the same incident in different perspectives. I really like how they did it. Great flow. Like I really, really enjoyed it. It's a solid cheesy 80s horror slasher psych thriller. It's good.
Yeah. We're all in agreement.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep.
All right. So we don't really have a shortage of bodies.
No.
So I'm really interested who you guys think will be should be nominated for our Necronomicon. Gentlemen, do we have a nomination?
Oh, man, this is tough.
I think we're going to have a few nominations.
Yeah, this is tough. There's a
like-
lot of good. You feel the kills.
Yes.
Like everyone is slow.
Yeah.
But not everyone, but like a lot of them are slow and like forceful. Like it's
I
gonna
have a
be.
hard time picking a favorite.
I got mine. I know mine.
Billy's
but it's
like
tough.
such an important death at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I can tell you mine because mine I have. I don't know her
Say.
name. It's Dear Girl. I just like
Denise.
Oh, the blondie.
That's Denise.
dude. That was rough.
Yeah.
You really felt that.
I felt bad.
I can't believe, oh man, Denise is good. I was thinking the guy she was with, just because he got thrown out of a window, and I've never seen that big of a pane of glass go through a man's stomach before. But I also love the Father O'Brien kill.
Yeah.
Because it's so wild.
So senseless.
yeah, I know.
I'm going to go with the guy getting thrown out the window with the pane of glass. I think I've never seen anything quite like that in a movie before.
Who'd you choose?
Denise.
Oh, okay.
Dear Girl.
That's right. You go.
All right.
I was
Honestly,
still thinking. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
no, it's true. Like I was really thinking there are so many. Personally, I kind of think like Andy to a degree because I know it's like
I love
I think
this.
I think just the manner in which it's done and like Shane, I mean he was strangling him so tightly with these Christmas lights. He drew blood and he did with one hand. I think especially
wild.
as the first kill, it was so jarring to like see it done in that manner. I think I was kind of like taken aback by that, and that's the one that really stuck. I mean, they all are really good kills and they stick with you, but that's the one I still think back. I'm like, holy shit, he literally strangled him like one-handed with Christmas lights, and he just like drew so much blood. So for me, I'd probably go with Andy.
All right, Jen.
This is hard. Oof. I'm gonna go with Dear Girl too, because that just looks so fucking painful.
Dear Girl it is. She won with 2 votes.
All right, Shani boy, do you have?
This is where Shane has a thing of like an off cuff like.
I know.
This is the hardest
I was
part of the
gonna
podcast
say, I'm like,
ever.
wait, do you have this like?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like
Damn.
right out because we have to nominate.
I know.
people.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm always
I
impressed.
mean, it's easy on the ones where like there's
Right.
one kill.
There's certain ones where it's like I can plan ahead of time because, like Jen said, maybe there's only 1 or 2 kills, so I have an
Right,
idea.
but not
or
this
there's
one.
certain ones where there's a lot of kills, but I know
Shane-
we're all gonna
yeah.
pick some. There was one they threw me off.
Which one?
I forgot what episode it was.
It was. It follows.
It follows.
It follows.
I had
Greg. thought it would be Greg.
I thought it was Greg. I had a great one, and then they threw someone else at me.
Opening girl.
And
We want opening girl.
And I was like, the fuck do I say about opening girl? But yeah.
Well, I could see you preparing a eulogy in your head for like the one you wanted, and then I was like,
Yeah, it gets rough. This one should be interesting, but
All right.
I'm always ready.
Excited.
let's hear it.
Denise, you are a character that kind of just came into this movie with no explanation. We were at a whole different scene in a toy store, and then we just transitioned to your house for, no reason. But there's certain things I know about you. You love pool, and you don't wear a bra. And I kind of respect that about you, because if there's one thing I know about girls in the 80s, it's that none of them wear bras. I've learned that now. I was taken aback by the lack of bra, but now I accept it. And I accept your boobs and the fact that you didn't cover them with a bra. And I'm just going to keep talking about this because that's all I know about this girl. But I want to say this. Your death was so brutal that you got nominated over Father O'Brien, who really deserved to be here right now. But we'll put you in our Necronomicon, Denise. So thank you for that.
Even though you'll be tortured forever, it is an honor.
It is, because we could always reanimate your corpse.
That was masterfully
Even
done on
though
the spot.
Thank you.
We'll probably
Thank you.
forget, so don't get your hopes
Yeah,
up.
I gotta give you more credit. Can't be easy. Hey, you've done every one. I've never done one.
Do you actually want to do one
Maybe
day?
one day you just throw me one.
If we-
It's your
I mean,
thing.
Maybe if we have an opposite day, like we should look up when opposite day is, and that week maybe we should throw it to
Yeah.
So Shane is going to give Brian a nickname. I'm excited for that
There
one.
was only
We've done that once.
one time, and I think
I jumped in, right, on that one?
Maybe on opposite day, I do the intro and give you guys nicknames.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
okay.
Oh boy.
We'll think of a day for that. I kind of like that. That's actually
funny.
That should be fun.
Maybe April Fools.
April.
We do an
Fool.
episode on April 4th,
Okay.
but I kind of want to do that one for the death because I can't reveal the movie, but it's a movie that has very good death scenes, and I definitely want to talk about
Can
it.
you reveal it and we bleep it?
So we're not talking about that though. What
Sorry,
we are
Brian.
talking about is this was a good way to spend our Monday before Christmas. This was the perfect Christmas movie, and we had the perfect guest for the holiday season. Nick, thank you for being
Yes,
on with
sir.
us.
Thank you for inviting me. This was an awesome time, and
Glad to have you.
please, thank you for having me. It was a great time. Hopefully, be back sometime soon.
Whenever
Always
you
happy to
want.
come chat.
Will 100% be on. We will send you the list of our movies that we have planned out through June. If you are interested in any of them, you 100% can come on anytime you want.
Absolutely.
All right. So I know our next episode is going to be after Christmas, but it's still in December, so we are keeping the Christmas spirit alive. We are doing probably another one that is a perfect Christmas horror movie. We're doing Gremlins. And we have 2 guests on that episode. We are having the returning GKM member, Daniel G-String Ravenda.
That is true.
And we are having a D-string. I always call him G-string. D-string.
I like G-string better though.
Yeah.
He also is kind of losing weight, and I don't like it.
It's kind of weird.
Why?
I like fatter Dan.
Yeah, Fatter Dan's much
Fatter
better.
Dan? You know, all he does is ride the Peloton, right?
Yeah, for 20 minutes. It's crazy. We are also having first time ever guest
I'm
on.
excited for this.
My brother Nick
That's
is
great.
going to be on.
Getting some Smith blood in the house.
We have 2?
Yeah, Nick and Danny are both going to be on for Gremlins because they both wanted it, and we just happened to. We're like, why not? We'll make it work.
course
Me and Brian
Danny-
are getting good at sharing
Of
them.
course Danny wants it.
Yep.
So, with all that said, we are the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week during a tragic backstory where some girl's parents get killed by Santa.
Don't you hate when that happens? I
Yeah.
know I do. And because it's the holiday season, it's almost Christmas. Give us a gift for once. How about that? We give you a gift every Monday. Give us one by following us at The Final Podcast on Instagram, The Final Pod Ever on Facebook and Twitter, and that 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts we love so well. That'd be really nice, you piece of shit. You're a real scumbag, you know that? We don't even like you that much, but thanks for tuning in.
So this is my gift to you guys for this year for the final podcast.
Stop touching me.
Classic. Okay.
And this is your only hint that I'm going to poison you this year. Merry
Oh,
Christmas.
good.
So this trigger to Benanti. Yeah. All right.
We'll also poison Benanti, but this is...
You want to reach in there? Reach into my bag.
Touch his bag.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, dangerous.
It's got a skull on it.
Let's check it out. Let's get a, okay, very nice. Okay, continue.
So they're chalices from a pirate ship, and they came with the carrying case because that's what they would use so it wouldn't break when they took it on the ship.
Wow.
This is awesome.
And I know we can
High
do
five.
shots of.
Crystal head. Let's go.
Love it. Thanks, Jen.
You're welcome.
Very nice. Awesome.
It's a joint gift.
This. This is that's.
Watch that. Watch
Awesome.
that.
You're welcome. I found. Is it not the price tag?
The truth.
I'm
I know how much we're worth to you, so thank you.
No, I went to a vintage showing where like someone had an estate sale with us.
Good. That's
We're
really
good.
cool. We're good.